Hi, my name is Erica. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing some best of Redditor updates and give my reaction. See how that works. All right. All right. This one is Am I the a-hole for leaving my boyfriend for no reason? I did. Let's see. This is the original post. Let's see. 26 female. God, some youngins. Oh my God. I feel so old because all of these people are like my child's age, period, my child. All right. I've been with my now ex-boyfriend, Eric, 28, male, for 2 years. Overall, we've had good relationship, nothing crazy until last night when things completely fell apart. We were out at a bar with some of his friends, just having normal night, drinks, food, the usual. Eric and his friend, Mark, 28, were joking around, and Eric made the comment about how much Mark was eating. Something like, "Careful, Mark, you'll eat the whole damn bar." It seemed harmless at first, just typical guy humor, but then Mark looked right at me and said, "If only she knew." It was one of those moments where you instantly feel uncomfortable, like there's something going on behind your back. I had no idea about what Mark was talking about, and the whole vibe of the table shifted. Okie dokie. Before I could even react, Eric exploded. He went off on Mark, screaming at him to shut the fuck up, and even tried to get physical. His other friends had to hold him back. Mark didn't really react, which only made Eric angrier. The whole thing was awkward as hell, and we ended up leaving early. When we got back to my place, I couldn't stop thinking about that comic, so I asked what the hell did Mark mean by "if only she knew"? What don't I know? And instead of just answering me like a normal person, Eric lasted again. Oh yeah, yeah, you're going to sit there and have a lot. If somebody's getting this defensive so fast, they're doing something wrong. I hate to say that, but it's kind of obvious because he said says it's for no reason, but it's not looking like a no reason. Anyways, he started yelling at me, telling me to drop it and stop being paranoid. He was dodging every question, getting more pissed every time I brought it up. I wasn't trying to pick a fight. I just wanted to know what was going on. I felt like there was something important being hidden from me, and I wasn't about to let it slide. But every time I asked, he'd just get more defensive and angry. Finally, he stormed out of the apartment. He doesn't live with me, so I locked the door and called it a night. I didn't even hear from him until this morning, and when I did, it was just more angry texts telling me to drop it and leave him alone. Yeah, I would end up leaving him alone, period. Seriously. At that point, I was done. I'm not going to sit around and be treated like I'm crazy for asking a simple question. Girl, you're doing better than a lot of people out there, but let's keep going because there's some updates. I texted him back saying, "We're done. I need space. And if he can't be honest with me, then I don't want any part of this relationship." End of story. Now here's where it gets worse. He's been going around to our mutual friends, telling them that I left him for no reason and trying to make it seem like I'm the one who overreacted. Some of them have even reached out to me saying I should have let it go and that I'm blowing things out of proportion. Okay, I realize that you've been together for 2 years, but at 2 years, you're kind of showing your true colors off to your partner. Even if you're not living together, 2 years is when a lot of the facades break down and you can't hide anymore. Okay, so I told them to mind their own fucking business. Girl, got you. I don't care what they think. None of them were in that moment. None of them saw how he acted exactly, because nobody is in that relationship except you and him. And none of them have to live with the pit in their stomach that I've had since that weird ass comment from Mark. I'm not about to stay in a relationship where I feel like something shady is going on behind my back. If Eric can't be straight with me after 2 years together, then what's the point? By the way, I did not know that the character's name is Eric, because if I did, I wouldn't have picked it, because my son's name is Eric. So, and again, it was his birthday today, and I didn't. Anyways, but yeah, so far, I'm not about to stay in a relationship where I feel like there's something shady going on behind my back. If Eric can't be straight with me after 2 years together, then what's the point? So Reddit, am I an a-hole for leaving him over this? No. I mean, you can literally I guess, in all reality, you can sit there and leave anybody for any reason at any time. But if you don't want to be a true a-hole, then yeah, there would be a reason. But a person being this defensive, this shady, I wasn't there. True. So I don't know. Let's see what their update is, but I'm going to say that they're not at all. Let's see. There was comments. Not the able between the keeping secrets and the acting ape shit. Sounds like this experience was the nail in the coffin from some previous red flags. That's also true. Okay, let's go back up here to the edit. Okay, update. I feel like I'm living in some kind of twisted nightmare, and the more I try to make sense of it, the worse it gets. Mark called me today while I was at work. I didn't expect him to call me because he was ignoring me. I stepped outside to take the call, and he told me something that I never in a million years could have prepared for. Okay, I just glanced at that, but I do also want to... What? Okay, he told me... Okay, hold on. Okay, Mark's friend called her. Okay, he told me that Eric has been putting other men's semen into my food, drinks, skincare, shampoo, conditioner, and even my toothpaste. How does one do that? And also, holy, why? Why would you do that? Oh my god.
Brother, what's that?
On
what's
the,
that, brother?
Update page, it said something like, hold on, I saw the update page. Even if it's fake, I'm still fully invested, and right now, fully invested. Holy, what? Okay, so, like, one, that is disgusting. Disgusting. Okay. Oh. Again, I only read the yeah. I only read the top. Okay, so, and coming from my background where I actually did work at a STI clinic, and no, I can't even fathom, like, this is what they made the HIV laws for, like, literally intentionally trying to... Okay, never mind. Let's keep going. Okay. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not being dramatic. That's what Mark said. Eric has apparently been hooking up with random men, having them finish into cups, and then using it in my meals and drinks like it's some kind of sick joke. Oh, dear. What? Dear Jeebus. Holy wow. Even as I write this, I'm still in complete disbelief. Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? Oh. Anyway. Mark said he found out about this a week ago, but for some reason, it took him a long time to tell me. A week. I've been living my life completely oblivious, trusting Eric, someone I love. What? Okay, well, you aren't living with him, so he would come. Okay, hold on.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm feeling betrayed, disgusted, and a little violated reading this. When I asked Mark if he and Eric were having an affair, that okay, so like eating, okay, yeah. Go back to the the eating the whole bar. Anyways, he even made a gross comment about not wanting to touch Eric because who knows what diseases he has. Yeah, that made my stomach turn. I'm getting tested for everything now because I don't know what's been in my body. I mean, okay, so upside to all of this, I'm just trying to stay positive for the young lady, and this is from like 2 years ago. I don't know any of the other updates past what this is, but I mean, it is absolutely horrendous. But upside is that the stomach acids would kill off most of that. It's a little bit different if you were inserted in the other orifices, but specifically the mouth. Oh my god. Okay, specifically the mouth. It has to go through, your saliva and everything. It's been mixed with different things. Food, drinks, skincare, and toothpaste. I mean, my editor/husband's going to have a kick out of this. Okay, wow. When I got home, I went straight to the kitchen. Mark told me to check under the sink, and there they were, the cups hidden behind the cleaning supplies. I lost my pooty poo. I threw out everything in the kitchen, bathroom, even stuff. Okay, so even the bathroom stuff I knew wasn't touched. Even if I knew this stuff wasn't touched. Okay. That was a bad sentence. Anyways, I don't care. Yeah, you're typing like you don't care as well. Just saying, I'm feeling your emotions in this typing. Because it doesn't make no fucking sense. You're just... Alright. Everything feels contaminated now. Yeah, my home doesn't feel like a safe space anymore. Yeah, I'd want to move. Every time I walk into the kitchen, I feel like I'm going to throw up. Yeah, I'd probably want to throw up too. I can't even function without my mind going to dark places, thinking about all the times I had no idea what was happening. I'm literally just wondering, why? I would like to know. Okay, I don't have any solid proof of this. It's just Mark's word and those disgusting cups, and I feel so powerless. If nothing can be done about this, I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. How is this even legal? It's not legal. I'll tell you that shit right now. That is literally against the law. How can someone... It's poisoning. If you... I mean, I know you just threw all that shit away, but honestly, if you would have kept those cups, you could have gotten the DNA test to see if there's any DNA on there and if it was actually semen. Yeah, that is not legal at all. It's food tampering, all of that. Jesus. Yeah, that is not legal. No. That would, you definitely be bringing that to the police. Telefono la police. Yes. Okay, I don't know if I'll ever be able to trust anyone again. Well, I understand. Yeah. This whole thing has been messing with my head in ways I can't even explain. I feel dirty. I feel like I've been violated on such a deep level, and there's nothing I can do to undo it. My mom wants me to check into a hospital just to make sure I'm okay mentally, and I'm honestly going to do it. Shut. You know what? If that's what you need, by all means do it, but don't. Just go to therapy. I don't think you need to sit there and actually put yourself into a mental hospital for that, or even put yourself on a psychiatric hold for that, because even unwilling or willingly, they can see what the circumstances are and put a mandatory 72-hour hold on you. So just be very careful about going into those mental hospitals. There are ways for you to get help without going into the hospital. But if you're feeling like you might hurt yourself, go out, but just definitely need therapy before you get into your next relationship. Holy flarf and shit. Okay, Eric was eating the same food. He was eating the food that he had contaminated. I mean, honestly, was it a kink? That's very possible. I don't even know anymore. All I know is that the man I thought I knew, the man I loved, is a complete stranger to me now. I can't believe I've been living with someone capable of something so vile. Yeah, I feel like I'm losing my mind, and I don't know how I'm going to come back from this. How can you do this to me? And I mean, one, I would definitely need to talk to him and also talk to the police about that. Let's see, if you went, okay, update 2, after everything happened, I completely broke down and stopped eating and stopped sleeping. Yeah, I mean, okay, so maybe this is the Gen Xer in me, because you are 26, you are my son's age. So I'm going to sit there and give you advice like you're my son or my son's age, which you are. Maybe a couple of years older now. But my thought is that you're going a little bit to the extreme that you're not eating and you're not sleeping. If you are in someplace safe, even with your mom, or anywhere that you feel, the hospital or something like that, those people are, one, not likely that they're going to contaminate your food, but I would just not trust anybody else to make my food. I would make my own at that point, because then you would know all the things being put in there. That's just me. Because I mean, I don't really like eating other people's food anymore anyways, because I actually have issues with eating food in general. But anyways, let's get back to this story and not onto my shiza. Let's see, my mom was terrified and she practically forced me to go to the hospital, and I tried to put it off for a couple of days. I got worse and she was scared I was going to do something to myself, and honestly, I don't blame her. I wasn't okay. I was so far from okay. I felt like my entire world had been flipped upside down and I couldn't even think straight. Just kept replaying everything in my head over and over again, trying to make sense of it, but nothing about it. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you're kind of repeating yourself. But, okay, so you ended up staying in the hospital for a week. The doctors were kind. Please don't sit there and take anything I say true to heart. Like, I joke, I kid. But I don't know. This may be fake. They couldn't make it okay. They couldn't erase what happened. They couldn't make it not real. At some point, I just felt like I was wasting space. I knew there were other people who needed the bed more than I did. People who were physically hurt, people who could actually be helped. Because what happened to me, there's no fixing that. No amount of therapy, no amount of medication, no amount of time is going to. You need to sit there. Literally, I'm trying to say, just start making your own food. If you don't trust anybody else to make your food, make your own food. Learn how to cook. There's plenty of videos. I'm not trying to downplay or not take this seriously, but honestly, yeah, make your own food. I'm back at my parents' house now, staying in my own childhood bedroom. It feels so strange, like I've stepped back in time, like I'm a teenager again, except I'm not. I'm an adult, and my entire life has just exploded in front of me, and I don't even know how to pick up the pieces. My cousin is here too, staying in the guest room, and honestly, I don't know what I would do without her. She's basically my sister, and she hasn't left my side since I got here. See, you just need some support. You just need some support and people that you potentially, like, these are people that you should trust. Well, not should, but that you trust. I know she's worried about me, and even though she's tried not to show it, I don't blame her. I'm worried about me too. Police actually took things seriously. I was scared they wouldn't, and that they would laugh at me and tell me I was crazy, but they didn't. I could see it in their faces. They believed me. They went to Mark's house to get his full story since he had blocked me the day after everything went down. That hurt more than I thought it would. I thought he was my friend and I thought he cared about me, but the second things got hard, he ran. No, because he wants to distance himself from the whole thing. And I completely understand that because, like,
Bye-bye.
I wouldn't. No, I would be like, nah, I don't know you. I don't know you. We are no longer conversating. We are no longer friends. We are no longer, no.
Bye-bye.
But now I know the truth and I finally have the full story. That night when Mark and Eric were drinking together, Mark went to change the music on Eric's phone. You were at the bar, though, aren't you? Night when Mark and Eric were drinking together, Mark went to change the music on Eric's phone. While he was doing that, a message popped up from Lewis. Yes, one of the friends that told me I was overreacting. The message said, "Good night, I love you," and a heart emoji. Mark thought it was weird. Lewis and Eric weren't that close, so he scrolled through the notifications and saw a bunch from Grindr. Wow. Okay. At first, he thought maybe it was just a joke. Apparently, Eric used to go on Grindr as a joke back when you don't go on. Oh, unless you're that kind of bully where you sit there and think that it's funny, or, you know, literally that's a movie line, or you sit there and you're going out and going on a date or as a joke, but really it's all just a cover for being in the closet. And I seriously don't understand why anybody is worried about being in the closet anymore, except like the red pill people who say that they're all alpha male, and honestly, they're a bunch of betas going on Grindr. Yeah, so at first he thought maybe it was just a joke. Apparently, Eric used to go on Grindr as a joke back when they were younger and having sleepovers, but the more he scrolled, the worse it got. There were so many messages. Mark said his stomach dropped. He felt sick. He never suspected that Eric was actually gay. He never even considered it. But in that moment, everything started to click. And then he realized something else. He had trusted Eric. He had changed in front of him, slept next to him, shared things with him, and suddenly he was felt by... You know what? That actually kind of makes me upset. Because again, Mark, my guy, if Eric wanted you, he would have went after you while he was sleeping next to you. He apparently didn't want you. Are you jealous? Are you jealous that the gay man didn't want you? Okay, let me keep going because this is about her, not Mark. And Mark is having a little problem that his friends have gotten together, but he was left in the dark. Sorry, that's horrible. So I confronted. Okay, so he confronted him. That's when Eric broke down. He started crying, begging Mark not to tell me. He told him everything, every disgusting detail. No, he wouldn't have. Sorry. Mark said he just stood there frozen, unable to move. He didn't know what to do. He told Eric to calm down and go to bed. Eric passed out drunk, and the next morning, neither of them spoke about it. And then that night at the bar, when Eric made a comment about food, knowing that Mark had just struggled with his body image issues his whole life, that was it. That was the breaking point, and that's why Mark reacted the way he did. That's why he snapped. And now for Eric. Okay, hold on. Oh my. I don't even know how to say this, so I'm going to say it. He's dead. Wow. After everything came out, Eric completely shut down. His mom said he wasn't eating, he wasn't showering, barely left his room. She thought he was just processing everything, so she left him alone. She would leave for work in the morning and he would still be asleep. She'd come home at night and he'd still be in his room, sitting there in the dark, smoking weed. She said he hadn't smoked since high school, and so she had no idea where it even came from. Then one night she woke up to a loud thump and she went in to check and found him. The way had almost been too much because the entire thing collapsed. She found him on the floor. Okay, let's go past this. I don't even know how to process that. Yep. Not continuing investigation. Well, Okay, and honestly, his death was my closure. That probably sounds awful, but it's the truth. He was a terrible person. He ruined me. He gave me AIDS. And I am never going to be the same person again. I will carry this for the rest of my life. I have heard of some pretty bad. But I am thinking this is fake because we're not gonna even put that into our calculations right now to see if you are the a-hole or not. Right now I'm going to say no, because just the defensive attitude and all of that at first, and then completely trying to avoid you and all this other things. Yeah, you're not the asshole. Okay, so thank you so much for the support. I'm sorry it took so long to update. It wasn't okay, and it's still not, but I'm doing better. Your comments and messages keep me going. I love you all. Yeah, that very invested. All right, so Reginald. Yeah, I'm going to say no, you are not the a-hole, and I am really pretty sure that one's fake, only because that last tidbit at the very end, that last tidbit is what got me. Where that is what got me. This right here, that one sentence. Literally, unless it was because they had sex. But even if you, that's all I'm going to say. It just seems a little questionable. Although they are still around. This is the only post they have on their page, and just updates to that one page. Yeah. Okay, so everything I threw out was in the kitchen garbage, so I didn't get taken on trash day. My mom and cousin went to my house with the police to get it for resident for press charges against them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like if you threw all that stuff away, then yeah, you would not be able to sit there and prove any of that. But if you did have all of that as evidence, it would be very easy to sit there and press charges against him. That is a law in many states, that if you are um, willfully or on purpose, knowingly give somebody HIV and do not inform them about it. That's why there are the reporting agencies for every state with the Department of Health. Every single test that goes through a sex clinic or if any of them come up positive, every single one, you get a phone call, you get an email, your doctor gets told that you have, your insurance gets told that you have it. Like, there is many uh many lines of reporting that everybody gets to know your status. I mean, you can even look up people's status online. Yeah. So if, I mean, you can look that up. I'm not going to give you the website because I don't have it off the top of my head, but I know that it is out there. So we've been going down to now. We have been going for, wow, only 30. I'm just going to leave all of that right there. Okay. That was all over the damn place. That was interesting. But that's because I had no direction and we were just flying at the seat of our pants today. Okay? And yes, all of the background is the Benners, which is my husband. It's all his stuff back there. But anyways. All right. Have a good day, good morning, or good night, wherever you're at. Thank you for watching. Bye. Oh, and subscribe.